Alright everyone, Babylon here. Just to let you know ahead of time, sorry about the sound. The storm was loud. You could barely hear what the guy was saying in the mission log. But this here is the mission I did on that other map that really didn't work out that well. But yeah, it was missing minor basically, where I lost the sound and everything. Now the sound's so loud, I don't know what to do
Contractor,
with
we
it.
received intel on a mining outpost nearby.
But right now, I just can't seem to do anything about that right now.
Rapid's not there.
But you know what? Actually, I can.
Radio comms
But
have been
yeah, that's
scattered
better.
and patchy at best.
Anyways,
The last check-in mentioned some form of unrest.
of course, you know when we start a mission, we always have a storm, right?
Some miners are refusing to work. A few of them have gone.
Anyways, this world is just going to be
Wait,
just
no,
for this.
missing.
If
Gone
I have
missing.
another mission that does
That was
this,
a few days ago. Either they walked off the job,
where
or
we
there's
lose the
something
sound
else
or
at play.
video gets lost, I can come back into this world and do the mission anyway.
So worked
And
out.
if I don't
I've got this
wind up
pile of
having any more
trash
issues
on
on
my
the other
plate,
world,
all the other
then
contractors planet side.
what I most
You
likely
handle it
will
by
do
yourself, right?
is come
Well,
back into
you'll
this
have
one and
agents.
take the other
These
path.
days, I'm
There's
not sure that's
two
right.
paths you
No.
can take as
Just
to
take
get
care of it,
decide which
okay?
way you want to go with things. And that way I can get it all unlocked on its own. But I'll probably record all that as well, making a different one. It's going to be a different mission altogether. Once again, I'm still working on the stream bill. I'm just trying to find somebody that's a little bit smarter than me with that. For some reason, I just can't seem to get that sheet laid down. It could be my internet. I don't know. I have to figure out. But I do know I got to take the glass off of my computer, off the side of it, to help keep the CPU and the GPU cooled off. I did all the stuff I can do on it to try to keep it from overheating, but when it does overheat, it just shuts off the monitor and everything. I ain't got no video. I can hear the game playing and stuff, and what's weird is all I had to do is hard kill the computer, turn it right back on, and all of a sudden everything's running just fine. So I don't know. Maybe my computer's just falling apart. You know, I'll have to figure that out. But right now, with this side off of it there and that fan behind it pushing air through, is keeping it cooled off enough where I can play. As you notice here, I started with 8 wolves, but I'm down to 7 now. So lost one somewhere back in the Riverlands, somewhere in there. Of course, you know, I brought my bull with me and my moa. My moa is green for sure. I got that bear out, and I got one. I guess it's like a reddish brown wolf. I might try breeding him, see if I get some colors out of that. But that's for later on. I probably won't even record all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I did get hold of Wondershare. They said make a copy of the original, export it out of Wondershare, do your deal. That way you always have a backup plan, and if everything works out fine, then you just have to just delete it and you'll be good, right? I don't delete the episodes that I record. I put those in a folder so I can go back and I can re-edit them if I have to, or try to improve them somehow. Or I do go around mess with them, but not for reposting. Hopefully I can get all this down pat. Now we're taking our time going down there because these guys are just killing everything. I'm trying to get them to the max level. I was going to do some enzymes, but after I lost that one wolf, I was like, well, I better not. You know, not only that, the last one time I did I think it's what, 12 wolves and 2 hyenas and I think 2 boars doing it. So I think it'd be best if I just not do them with it on this server here, I guess you can say. I could come in and do some exotics. I did find an exotic deposit not too far, but at the end of the day, I want to move along and get this stuff done. I did decide I was going to do Planet Crafter after this if I can't get the stream up and running. I might call my little brother. I don't know. Maybe he might know. He's computer savvy. but give me some ideas or something. But at the end of the day, I mean, we're gonna do what we can. Like I said, I really want to stream sticks. I really don't want to start sticks and then not be able to stream it. But I think it'd be more fun streaming it and get some conversations going and doing some crazy stuff in the games versus just doing the missions by itself. I want to show a lot of that stuff, but I do so much farming, it gets kind of boring. But I don't know if my video recording editing skills can do like some of them guys do, where you just show one hit on a mode and disappears and go on to the next, which will take out a lot of that time, make it a little bit quicker. But we did some mines on this here. We got the drills up. The only thing I don't have is coal and oxidite with electric drill, but I don't think I'm going to need them. Like I said, as long as I got the thing recorded and the sound's there, I can export it out and have a copy of it. So if it did do that, I just get rid of what's on the deal, then import it back in, and then redo it again. You know what I'm saying? Or make copies as I go. In other words, and hopefully not to lose that sound again. I mean, that's aggravating as hell, especially on that. I did all those. I did what, total of 9 enzymes deals. No, not 9. I did 9 in the desert, and then I did 9 in the Arctic. Runs for exotics and stuff. I had a lot of exotics, and that happened, and I just got frustrated because I did it with the mission, and I was a little aggravated with that. But at the end of the day, I mean, it happens, you know. Bad things are going to happen no matter what. Here, I thought they got hung up on that rock over there. I'm still a little aggravated with that. Here, I'm just looking to make sure I don't have where I think it's where I lost that 8th one. I started looking for him. I couldn't find him. But yeah, I hope y'all had a good day or a good weekend and a good week there. Like I said, I'm sorry I didn't post anything other than that one video, but I just wanted y'all to know what was going on. And hopefully we can get everything fixed, where I can do that stuff. Still waiting on another video from somebody to do another one of those dummy videos for me for the Sting bots. I still don't fully understand that stuff, so. But I hate to bother my little brother with that kind of stuff because, he's got his business going, so. But it looks like I'm going to have to bother him a little bit about some of that stuff anyway. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I can. But like I said, if I can't get my stream going to do sticks, I'll just do Planet Crafter until we do get the stream up and running. But yeah, I mean, I wish it all went better. But unfortunately, it just didn't. But I do know, I need to start doing some different stuff as well when it comes to learning how to get screenshots done, how to add pictures and stuff like that to the thumbnails. I need to get that learned. I mean, it turned out to be a heck of a lot more than what I thought it was going to be. It turned out to be basically damn near a full-time job. I do enjoy the editing stuff if I can quit having those accidents happening. I know there's a couple of those videos there I lost altogether there, but hey, like I said, I'll probably try to do my best to figure that out. What else was I going to do? I'm thinking about changing up my YouTube channel banner and all that stuff. What's that one thing? The videos, getting started with the videos, getting myself like a branding kit or something like that to put on my videos. But that's going to take a little bit more time too, because there's a lot to that too that I didn't realize. So I mean, it's like I said, there's just more to it than I thought it was, and just click and post. Copy and paste and all that stuff. that, and I'm trying to do my best to keep track of mistakes like for copywriting. So far, I haven't got anything copyrighted. Thank God for that. I hate the idea of thinking getting copyrighted stuff. Those wolves are just eating stuff up, man. But like I said, though, this here is just how you want to say, like I said, this world here is just for making up videos that screwed up on the other one. I thought about going out ahead and doing some of those missions to get over to Avalanche to see if that is just a normal thing, if that's supposed to happen, because I still haven't found any video that shows that, you know, if that thing started, if that's what started that thing from happening to begin with, you know, were the issues with stuff staying on the map instead of leaving the map. So what else was I going to do? There's quite a bit of stuff I need to do. Oh yeah, also need to start asking to subscribe, like, and share the video at the beginning of the video instead of at the end of it. Because a lot of y'all guys don't watch the whole thing. So there's that, which would probably help out a lot too. Like I said, it's all this stuff I'm still learning. I'm trying to do most of it without having to have help, but I think I'm at a point where I'm probably going to have to get a little bit of help to help understand some of this stuff, but I'll get there eventually. You know, it's not going to be no big hurry thing, but I do know I need to get some stuff straightened out. Other than that, like I said, I hope you all had a good week. Had fun playing games. Stayed out of the bad weather, heat. Well, it was hot here yesterday, that's for damn sure. But hopefully, like I said, everything will work out better. Now, I did get this cut down. After this was over with, the mission was over with, when I was leaving the desert, I kept running into those Granites, grunts, whatever they call it. So I guess there's going to be a permanent creature on the map now. They weren't too bad. You got to break that armor off of them. I did use the shotgun slugs, which did pretty good against them, I guess. Once you get the armor off, that broke. The woods did a pretty good job doing that, but at the end of the day, I don't really think I want to take the woods anymore. I guess I guess you'll see in this video when one attacked and they were taking quite a bit of damage to him rolling over them and stuff. Or that could have been the building taking damage too. But I didn't lose any woods after that first one. I think that other one might have fell off a cliff after he'd been injured. That probably what killed him. But I did have 8 wolves altogether. And I didn't check to see if it was that funny looking gray. No, it's not that gray one. The gray one died. There was one that didn't look like gray. It was darker gray all over the body instead of that partial white stuff. And then I had that brownish red one. But like I said, I don't know what happened to him there. But one thing's for certain, we did definitely lose him. Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about breeding on this here, but I might have to get several more wolves to help out later on or something. I also need to find out is once you get the boss. I noticed the boss gives multiple things you can build, so I wonder if it's once you do the boss, you can actually go and do the boss every 30 minutes or so, like when you have the sandworms come back. But because it doesn't make any sense why you can have multiple things you can make, but yet can't farm the resources to make everything. But yeah, but I'm going to show going all the way back out of the desert, so you can see how many times we run into those damn things. Because it was quite, actually, wasn't that bad, but at the same time, it looks like it'd just be a pain in the butt to get around. Yeah, we're getting close to where we need to be at. And of course, it's getting dark too, so it's done in the dark. I should have went ahead and slept before leaving. That way it can be bright out and we can see better. But fairly, the mission is not that very difficult. You have to fight that one creature and then turn around. You would have to. I don't know what I did. I didn't set the settings on the world. That's the reason why everything is so damn loud. Nah, I'll take care of that as soon as we're done here. When I go back into it, I was trying to figure out what was going on there. It looks like they're tangled up together. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, and destroy a mound. One of the mounds, I guess that's where they come out of. So I guess once you find the mound, you destroy the mound. I don't know how long it'll take for another one to spawn back in or not. So I don't know if it's something like regular animals. You kill them off for a little while and they'll be gone for like 10, 15 minutes before something else comes in. So I don't know if it's going to respawn that way. If it respawns every time you turn around, it's going to be a pain in the butt to do anything on the map afterwards. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. But you know, here you just gotta, yeah, you can see here I'm trying to put all their points, get all their stuff leveled up and everything ready to fight. But especially on their physical. But yeah, there's that one out there. That one looks cool as hell out there. Not that way that one looks. But yeah, then the light goes out, of course. But yeah, but like I said, y'all just needed y'all to know what was happening, and hopefully, hopefully I can figure this out and get things going. I do have the overlays and everything on OBS and stuff. Like I said, all I gotta do is figure out why it's not letting me, how are you gonna say, have that delay, not cut back on that delay for some reason. I did get it down one time to 10 seconds, then backed out of it, then restarted another stream thinking I was going to do better, and then went right back to 30 seconds. So that's the reason why I think it might be something to do with the modem or the router or the upload speed or something, but which don't make no sense. I can run 2 speed tests in a row and I get 2 different readings. One's extremely low, like 1.9, and the other one's like 29 or 37 or something like that. So, like I said, I mean, there's just a lot of things I need to learn about it. And yes, I took all the resources out of here, you know. And I didn't think about it when I grabbed that coffee bean. I should have used my sickle. But I came back and got everything afterwards, though. But I was going to take that, and then I thought I need the seeds for that. There was a lot of stuff here. I did destroy the guns. I took some of the stuff, like the geo lamp. I came back and took it. The Labrador right there, I took him. So that way I can damn things don't want to get out of my damn way there. I thought about putting them on wandering around, but I was afraid they would be attracting all those creatures repeatedly over and over again. So I kind of put a delay on that. But, then I went back in and got the medicines out of that cabinet there. Can't argue with free medication, man. is here's where we ran into the first one.
Well, this certainly seemed to fit the criteria for causing a massive panic. I'd advise you to proceed with caution.
Guessing that sound is one of them trying to dig their way back out. And I thought when you did this part here, I thought that destroyed it and they could come out, but I still kept getting another one in for some reason. And of course, you know, here comes another storm. You know. I find that strange that I can sit there and not do a mission or anything, and then all of a sudden I can. No storms, no nothing, but as soon as I do a mission, I get storms left and right.
You survived! Interestingly, 91.2% of prospectors do not outlive their first Norex contract. Isn't that fun? Anyway, most mining outposts have a data center where their logs are kept. If you can locate it, I can pull down their most recent entries to investigate.
You know, and of course, all you gotta do is go around searching stuff. I finally did find the barracks where I can sleep. But,
oh, they're corrupted. Of course they are. This couldn't be easy, could it? Fine. I'll start processing these, but it will take time to reformat the files. When I have a complete log ready, I'll inform you. For now, it's time to check back in with Norex. Mission complete. Your next contract can be found on your chosen contact device.
So that's the end of that quest there. I mean, like you can see, it's not that very difficult. Other than I think here's where I came in contact with another one here in a few minutes. Yeah, get those tomatoes and stuff. Coconuts. I need to grow a coconut farm, that way I can get plenty of wood around my base instead of having to go and search for the wood. And again, I think this here I had to wind up, you know, mounting the buffalo in order to get out. Yeah. Thank goodness you can still do that anyway. I did not try this. Yeah, something else I need to do too on this map is make those satchels and see if it's something they fixed or if it's just bugged on that other world where you know how you can put those satchels in and sort it and then lose all the weight. I do miss that off that other world. There are the barracks here. Or no, this is just the main office. I ran back to the main office. Yeah, there he is. See how he just runs over him? I was not expecting that thing to be there. I thought after destroying that deal there wouldn't be no one in the area. So that was a shocker. And it seemed like it just gave me the same stuff over and over again. But like I said, we'll get over to the barracks here a little bit, take some stuff out of the barracks, and then of course, you know, I do advise you if you're like having trouble making that Omni food, you can get a lot of Omni food out of this one quest here. And here's the stuff I wound up taking. I was going to take those boxes there. Then I just thought, nah, I won't do that. But yeah, I seriously thought about that and I changed my mind. Here's where we and yeah, you don't get bone, you get stone out of it. So I want to see why bother doing that. said, I'm just gonna find the barracks here in a minute, and hopefully I can. Then I would have to actually find the wood and everything in order to use the fireplace to sleep. It took a little bit. Of course, you know, I started going back in there and check that table. Don't want to miss out any chance on free resources. Load that up. And see, there's another one right there already. So either there's another one of those deals somewhere, or they're just going to spawn in pretty regularly. If that's the case, you're going to be busy all the time fighting those things versus playing the games. So hopefully they'll just stay in the desert area instead of running off into the woods, forest area, or the riverlands, or the Arctic and stuff. Like I said, I hadn't watched any videos on the great hunts, but I'm hoping to get it, be able to do it without having to do that. In other words. And here's where I wind up getting a lot of Omni food. And seeds too. That's a cool deal for the seeds. More Omni food. I think that's all the Omni food I wound up with. Other than what's in the food trough. Those are just jugs, which I think I took the drinking one. I might not have took the drinking one, or I might have. Don't recall. But there's a cart and the ranch bench. You can get some more stuff out of it. The cart I really couldn't see into for some reason. It just kept telling me to pick up. But, I didn't want. I thought about picking up the furniture and stuff, the workbench, you know, the ranch station and all that. But at the same time, I didn't want to take a chance of having to have it for the next mission and not be there. You know what I mean? Then of course, here he comes again. Yeah, see, it seems like it's the same stuff over and over again. Of course, the gun shooting brought the Jaguars over. Got some eggs out of that. But I wound up taking quite a bit of stuff. Like I said, I almost filled the cart up. I did take the refrigerator, but I need to get some ice built up to put in there to help keep it cool. Other than that, it doesn't do you any good, you know what I mean? There's another one right there. Yeah, see, now I didn't notice there was wood already in that, but I wind up throwing that wood in there anyway instead of carrying it back with me. I didn't take it with me there. Of course, you know, I stored everything else. just to make sure I have plenty of room for everything. And then here, I think this was when we headed back. Now, like I said, you see the fight's not really all that difficult, other than when it runs into you and it bounces you off. But I didn't really take a whole lot of damage. It's just I don't. You know, in fact, I didn't even look to see how much damage it did to the armor or not. But like I said, these wolves are still leveling up. Like I said, of course, you know, going back, I fight everything going back. You can see there's one in the distance on the mark that shows the armor that still has that'd be pretty cool if, you know, if you get more out of it, I guess you could say, especially for such a tough fight. Here I go, keep going. He didn't want none of my mower there, so he took off and fight the wolves instead. But oh man, yeah, I can see him laying down over there. But it makes me wonder where they come in at. Though. I thought they had that little spot like we had before back at that base. See, everybody's starting to fight. They're able to knock the armor. But if that's all it's going to give, I would most likely probably will not farm these guys if they're not going to really give you anything useful. It'd be different if it gave you like titanium and all that stuff, or you know, traded it up for different resources. But this just going to give you that base resources. I mean, there ain't no sense in taking that stuff with you. Here, I just sort of just take off running. But yeah, I mean, we got about 9 minutes left, 8, 6, 7 minutes left. We fight, I think, maybe one, maybe two more. I think one of them I ignored. And of course, he has to sneak up on me. Yeah, like I said, I just gotta get those issues resolved. Hopefully I can anyway. Like I said, I really want to stream Styx. I don't want to just play it because all that's going to be new. I haven't really seen anything on Styx or Prometheus. I did see the new Ezium. I mean, everybody was doing Ezium at the time, but when it first released. But I didn't watch all of it. I didn't want to hear the storyline parts of it. I saw some of the creatures, which looked pretty cool. But at the end of the day, I really didn't want to watch it. Get a natural look at it. On this map here, I don't think you can get code steal and all that either. So I don't even know why they let you unlock it for. Yeah, and here we go, trapped again. And of course, here's another one of those creatures. Here he comes. Help me reload. Yeah, see, I didn't take this off that one there. Here, it's almost like everything just kept coming at it. So I just started running in a circle and let the wolves get it. We did get some more wolf bait, so I might go ahead and grab some more woods on this server if I have to come back into it. But I don't think we're going to have to. As long as we don't have issues still with the sound and stuff like that on the other videos off the other server. But like I said, I will be making copies of them and everything, just be on the safe side and see. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that doesn't mess anything up. See, there's another one that just formed in back yonder. See, that didn't take that long, you know, for that thing to spawn back in. You know. Here, I'm trying to figure my own path out of this place, you know. It's not like down south, in the South Desert, just be a wide open area, just run your butt off, you know. And I think here's when I think I come around and there's another one and I decided not to fight it. I just went on, or I think I did fight it. I didn't watch this section after when I edited it. I just knew that I wanted y'all to see that they were all in that desert area. But when the reason why I didn't show the Riverlands going back because, well, I didn't see any of them, so I cut that part of it out. That way it ain't no. I think the original was like an hour and 12 minutes, and then I decided, you know, no sense of making it that long. So, but at the end of the day, I mean, I really did enjoy it. It's just, you know, I think those things are going to be a pain in the butt. I think now that they're on the map. Like I said, I hope they stay in the desert instead of being everywhere else. We have Of course, using a gun, you'll track all the other fighters coming in, you know, cougars and boars and all that stuff. You see another one over there. I already got another one on the map. So I don't know if this is going to be, like I said, I hope it's not a normal thing. It kind of sucks if it would. But yeah, but it's also disappointing though, all you're going to get is sulfur, stone, and coal. I mean, maybe later on they'll start giving more stuff. I don't know. Here, I'm trying to figure out which way I needed to go. And of course there's some oil, but I'm not going to get that either. I mean, I got plenty of power for what we need. All I need to do is make some ammo, make enough titanium to repair the armor suit. It's not really that difficult. I mean, apparently there's a lot of weed up here in the Riverlands. So, and that stuff to make just regular hay. Omni food, I think I got enough now after that mission there because they found so much of it. But yeah, I want to appreciate y'all for watching, man. Y'all appreciate it, and y'all have a good one. Peace out.